Thanks for joining us. You're watching Newsline at noon. I'm Ju in Seoul.
Very good to have you with us. I'm Mark Broom. Our top story this lunchtime, in a move that will almost certainly strain ties between the two countries. Japan has unveiled new elementary school textbooks which bolster Tokyo's claims over Korea's Dokdo Island.
Seoul's foreign ministry has strongly denounced the approval, saying the move will only isolate Japan's future generations from the international community. Our Hwang Ji-hye starts us off.
8 out of 12 textbooks that will be used in Japanese elementary schools starting next spring will falsely state that Korea's Dokdo Island is part of Japan. Of the 8 textbooks approved by the Japanese Education Ministry Friday, 6 say Korea is illegally occupying Dokdo, known as Takeshima in Japanese, while 2 carry maps that mark the island as Japanese territory. Dokdo, which is physically closer to Korea in the body of water that divides the Korean Peninsula and Japan, has long been a thorn in bilateral relations. South Korea's foreign ministry immediately rebuked Japan for the new textbooks, which make much stronger claims over Dokdo than before. The ministry warned such actions will only widen the rift between the two neighbors. On the same day, Japan released its annual diplomatic blue paper, which carries Tokyo's stance on the victims of its wartime sexual enslavement of women. In it, Tokyo says all wartime compensation issues between Japan and South Korea were settled under a 1965 bilateral treaty that normalized diplomatic ties between the two countries. It claims that even though the so-called comfort women were compensated by a government-linked Asian Women's Fund and received apologies from previous prime ministers, Korea continues to demand additional measures from Japan. It says Japan believes the issue should not be turned into a diplomatic fraud and that it's putting every effort into resolving the issue. Around 200,000 women, mostly Korean, were forced to serve the Japanese military during the Second World War, and many are still waiting for a heartfelt apology from Japan. While Korea and Japan were expected to hold working-level talks on the so-called comfort women issue this month, the chances of such a meeting taking place at this time appears slim. Hwang Ji-hye, Arirang News.